What is a river?
A river is a body of water that flows from one place to another.
Rivers usually flow from high places to lower places.
As they flow, they carry fresh water to plants, animals, and humans.
What are the different parts of a river?
The source of the river is where it begins, usually ammonia.
The mouth is where it ends, usually at the sea.
Tributaries are other freshwater bodies that join the river like streams.
The riversides of a river are called the riverbanks. A riverbed is the bottom of a river.
A river's origin is called its source. Since rivers flow downhill, sources are usually high in the mountains where water comes from snowmelt or an underground spring. A river flows between its sides or banks in what's called a channel. The channel increases its size as the river gains water from other smaller streams or tributaries. A river's journey ends when it meets a lake or the sea at a point called its mouth.
Look at our Totoro Awa Punakitere.
It has a long journey from source to mouth.
It starts at Maunga Hikiri and travels all the way to the Hokianga Harbour out to the sea.
Along the way, it's joined by many tributaries like streams and lakes.
Rivers flow in channels.
Channels are grooves in the land created by rivers.
On a map, a channel looks like a long snake.
Rivers can shape and move the land. Along their journey, they pick up rocks, stones, dirt, and sand.
The rocks are carried by rivers, bounce and bump along the sides and bottoms of the rivers.
They break off pieces of the land.
Over time, the land around the rivers become eroded. Eroded means worn away.
Because all it takes to turn a straight stretch of river into a bendy one is a little disturbance and a lot of time. And in nature, there's plenty of both. Say, for example, that a muskrat burrows herself a den in one bank of a stream. Her tunnels make for a cozy home, but they also weaken the bank, which eventually begins to crumble and slump into the stream. Water rushes into the newly formed hollow, sweeping away loose dirt and making the hollow even hollower, which lets the water rush a little faster and sweep away a little more dirt, and so on and so on. As more of the stream's flow is diverted into the deepening hole on one bank and away from the other side of the channel, the flow there weakens and slows. And since slow-moving water can't carry the sand-sized particles that fast-moving water can, the dirt drops to the bottom and builds up to make the water there even shallower and slower, and then keeps accumulating until it becomes new land on the inside bank. Meanwhile, the fast-moving water near the outside bank sweeps out of the curve with enough momentum to carry it across the channel and slam it into the other side, where it starts to carve another curve, and then another, and then another, and then another.